Where you put your attention, that's where energy goes. And if we look at our modern Western medicine, we have more illness, we have more sickness than ever before. We have lots of problems because guess what? Nobody gets paid unless people are sick. So it's your job to cultivate your own health and vitality. All right, welcome everybody. That was a warm welcome. What a ball of energy she is, right? Everything we've been talking about, this whole conference is about energy. Now, the word energy in Chinese is Qi. Qi, can you say Qi? Qi, yeah, that's the hardest part about this practice, how to spell it. Qi Gong, Qi-Gong. A lot of people come up to me and say, oh, you're the guy who does the, what's the thing, the Dong Gong Kong? Nobody can get Qigong, but Qigong is a very simple practice. It's accessible, and it does the things that we want, right? We're talking about manifesting the life that we want to live. You know, nobody wakes up in the morning and goes, I want to be stressed out, sick, depressed, and disconnected. Nobody does that, but unfortunately in modern life, lots of people are feeling stressed out. Lots of people are feeling sick, down, depressed. So we need to transform this energy. Transform stress into vitality was one of the names of Qigong practice. Does anybody carry stress in their bodies? Yes, we do. We carry stress in the bodies. Does anybody carry stress in their minds? We do. What does stress in the mind look like? Overthinking. Overthinking, it's unnecessary. In the same way, it's unnecessary to hold too much tension in your body. Like walking around tightening your muscles or holding contractions in your neck and shoulders is a mismanagement of our energy. It's depleting. Now, if you want to manifest your dreams, guess what? You need energy. You need fuel in the tank to get you to where you want to go. You need two things. You need Qi, and you need a clear map to help you navigate the territory to get you to where you want to go, right? We need good directions. That is intention. So energy and intention are the key to creating what you want. All right, so we're going to work a little bit on bringing in more energy. You see, when you do Qigong practice, you're like a gardener. You're cultivating energy, right? Because anything that you manifest, it comes with yin and yang. That is what is true. Yin and yang, oh, please, I just want to manifest the perfect partner, right? And then this perfect, beautiful partner comes into your life, and now you got to do some work, right? It's like, it's not just the Cinderella story. Now we got to work on our communication. We need to transform. We need to work on our feelings and our communication. I just want that perfect job. I just want to have a baby. My partner, Hetty, and I, we said, oh, wouldn't it be great to have a baby? Now we have a 3-year-old. And guess what? It takes a lot of energy. Speaking of 3-year-olds, we came on this vacation. We said, oh my gosh, finally, this is our first vacation in 3 years of getting away, just the two of us. And my 3-year-old loves the soundtrack to Trolls. We played it 50 times every day. And guess what the first song was yesterday? Can't Stop This Feeling. That was a Troll song. We're like, oh my God, we got to work on our manifesting. We're like, thank you, Harper. So, everything that we bring into life comes with yin and yang, positive and negatives. So whatever you manifest, you still need to do some work on cultivating energy. Now, Gong, Qi Gong, Gong means work. You're doing energy work. And what is energy? It's life. Okay, so life force energy is the meaning of Qi. Now, interestingly enough, we have Qi, your power, your energy. And then we also have something called Yi, Y-I. In Chinese, this means intent. Now, in Chinese words, they're a pictogram. So they have a representation, they have a picture. So the picture of intention is a picture of a mind, like a brain, an eye, and a heart. So they call intention the power of your mind, your inner vision, and the power of your desire. These three things need to work together to create the force of intention. Now, intention is power. It is a force just like gravity. When we learn how to work with intention, you learn how to work with the magic and the mystery of life. So that's what all these wonderful teachers are really showcasing. How do we work with the magic and the mystery of life? You know, we all want to be creative. We want to create, and we want to create our dreams. And what everybody's saying is that it starts from the inside. It starts from the inside. You don't get what you want, you get who you are. So to shift who you are, we need to shift our energy. Right? We need to shift our energy. How do we shift our energy? Well, Qigong practice is a practice that originated in China some 4,000 or 5,000 years ago. It was called the art of preventing disease and prolonging life. The art of preventing disease and prolonging life. Now, the key treasure, one of the richest things that we can manifest in our life is abundant health. And this was recognized in ancient Chinese culture. The way the medicine worked is exactly the opposite of our Western medicine. You see, you'd go to your doctor, your Qi Gong Master, your acupuncturist, and you would work with them. And they would say, oh, do these movements. Breathe like this. Transform your stress. Stretch. Take some herbs. Here's some key pressure points that you might need. And as long as you were healthy, you paid your doctor. You paid the doctor. As soon as you got sick, you stopped paying. What? Imagine going to the doctor and be like, you know what, I got a headache, I'm not paying you this month. But guess what? Where you put your attention, that's where energy goes. And if we look at our modern Western medicine, we have more illness, we have more sickness than ever before. We have lots of problems because guess what? Nobody gets paid unless people are sick. So it's your job to cultivate your own health and vitality. Okay? Yeah? Good. Absolutely. It's a revolution, and people are asking for it. People want health. We want health care, and this practice, even though it's ancient, it's an ancient practice, but it is so relevant for modern life. These techniques that you're learning are about energy, they're about consciousness, they're about where we put our attention. There's some very simple principles. There's some complex techniques, but there's some very simple principles. So I want to get back to some simplicity so that we really have something to take home, that we have some tools and resources to cultivate the garden of our life, all right? So when we manifest what it is we want, there comes with yin and yang. How do we work with yin and yang energy? How do we work with stress? Well, the ancient master said, stress, negative energy, it's here to stay. It's part of life. Now, like a good gardener, you compost the stress because it gives us context to appreciate all the wonderful things in life. We don't know happiness unless we know some sadness. So these things are not something to avoid, but something to utilize and work with. We compost stress, we put it in the earth. If you take energy and place it in the right places, it works really well. If you take that compost and you put it in your garden and you plant some seeds, you're gonna get a beautiful garden of flowers and fruits. But if you take that compost and you take it and throw it in the kitchen or put it in the bedroom, it doesn't work that well. Nothing grows and it just kind of stinky. You're like, wow, I didn't put the energy in the right place. That's what it's like when we hold on to negative emotions. And the energy isn't in the right place. So we need to first transform the stress that we're carrying in the body. And let me tell you, we hold a lot of stress because we're under the false impression that if we tighten up our bodies and our muscles, we will control the world, right? So I'm flying on a plane, and this woman next to me, I could tell she was very nervous about flying. So as we taxi down the runway and going faster and faster, she is pulling up on her seatbelt like a power lifter, like her jaw's clenched. She's like, and after we took off, I was like, thank you so much for helping lift this plane off the ground. I mean, thank goodness she pulled that seatbelt really hard because I knew otherwise we were not going to take off. It was really funny, right? But what are the airplanes that you all are trying to lift up? Is it when you talk to your boss, you tighten up? Or when we think about the stock market or our future, do we start to tighten our muscles in our neck and shoulders? You see, the body isn't designed to hold chronic tension. Okay? Now, the tension in the mind, in the same way we tighten up unnecessarily, is that we overthink. We're just going to repeat thoughts over and over, and in our mind we're like, yeah, this is useful. This is really a useful way of utilizing my energy. Well, it's not. It's not. You see, the qi in your body gets used up by the mind. Your brain is a great consumer of energy, right? Because your brain only weighs about 3% of your total body weight, but it consumes about 20 to 25% of the oxygen. And it's the same way with energy. It uses a lot of energy thinking. So when we say drop into the present moment, it's a really useful way of reinvesting energy in ourselves. It's replenishing of our energy. So when we look at energy, it gives us really a good understanding of why we do the things that we do, okay? So think of the beginning. This is the starting of the day. Think of the beginning, and it could be any moment, as the you are here on a map. You are here, and it's important to know where you're starting from, because we've been talking about a lot about where do we want to go. But if we don't know where we're starting from, it's hard to navigate the territory of life, right? Do you guys know where you're starting from? You're always starting from here, from right now. But we need to remind the mind that we're in the moment. We're always in the moment. But we have a tremendous resistance to the moment. That's why we tighten up our bodies. That's why we feel the compulsion to always think. You know, I was driving to a workshop. I was on the East Coast. I was going to Dartmouth College, and I was driving on the East Coast, and I had no idea where I was going. And it was a beautiful summer day that turned into a rainy day. And then that rainy day turned into just a huge deluge of water. It was like the biggest storm I've ever seen. I'm driving through the mountains of North Carolina and, Vermont and New Hampshire. And all of a sudden, the bridge had washed away, and there was a detour sign, go this way. And so I'm following the detour signs, and all of a sudden the signs stop. There's no more signs. I'm in the middle of the mountains, and I have like 30 minutes to get to my workshop, right? So I'm getting stressed out on my way to go teach people how to relax. I was like, come on, breathe your way through this. And so finally I see this grandpa and a bunch of kids on the deck kind of playing in the rain. And I stop and I step out in the rain, it's pouring rain. I say, hey guys, I'm looking to get to Dartmouth College. Can you help me out? Which way should I go? And he goes, oh son, I wouldn't start from here if I were you. I was like, thank you, Master. And I was like, this is what our minds are always, I shouldn't be starting from here. This shouldn't have happened to me. Would, could, should is the mind's resistance to where we are, right? You shouldn't start from here. But it's the only place we can. So we gather energy into the present moment. We get grounded in where we are. And then we set intention, a clear course of action with alignment with our bodies, our hearts, and our minds, and then we get to our desired destination. Okay, so when we think about where we want to go, what is that beautiful outcome that I want to manifest, or that path, that journey that I want to be on? It's important to get clear with our intention, because the Qigong saying, where the mind goes, energy follows. Where the mind goes, energy follows. So your mind leads Qi. And that's something else that we want to talk about, because when your mind is leading Qi, that means you want to focus on what you want a lot more than putting attention and energy on what you don't want. You see, the stream of the mind is a powerful energy. Think of it like a hose, right? And when we're talking about gardening, if you're looking at all the weeds, that's what you don't want, and you're looking at it and you're focusing on it, that is going to be watering the weeds, right? The energy, the stream of consciousness goes where attention is. So we turn attention. What do I want to create? That's why it is so powerful to be with a group of people talking about what we want, because it helps us get control of a very powerful energy center, your mind, attentiveness. The yin and yang of the mind is attention and intention. It's yin and yang. Attention is yang because it goes out, it projects. Intention is more inward. It's like a seed that's planted, right? And we want to plant that seed in the right soil at the right time. with the right energetic context, sunlight and water. And this will really help us truly manifest what it is we want. And when we do manifest, give us the tools and resources to manage the energy really well, to then go back and create again and again and again. It is a journey. Manifesting is a journey, not a destination. You're always going to be in that creative process. So when we learn how to work with energy through movement and embodying those intentions, we can really help to power ourselves up and get clear on where we want to go. Okay, so let's get some energy activated and moving and circulating. So first I want you to take an inventory of where I am in my mind and body. So you can just close your eyes and let's get clear on where we're starting from. Let's get clear on the you are here portion of the map, right? Let's not forget where we're starting from, the present moment. So I'm going to ask you a question, and in your mind, you're going to just answer it. I'm going to say, where are you? And you're going to answer in your mind, I'm here. And then I want you to really feel where here is. Okay, so where are you? I'm here. Now I want you to feel chair at your back. Feet are on the ground. Breath is coming in and out through your nose. Breath is coming in and out through your nose. Your body is always in the present moment. Your mind rarely is. So when you feel your body, when you feel where you are in your body, you're going to drop into the present moment. And that neutralizes the repetitive thinking of your mind and gets you grounded. Breathe. Feel the breath coming in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils. Feet are on the ground, chair is at your back. Now just notice how your body feels. We don't need to avoid anything in this moment. We can just drop into acceptance. Here I am. You can ask yourself this question in your mind, where am I? I'm here, is the answer. Especially when you notice your mind is overthinking. And then just feel. Feet are on the ground, chairs at my back, breath coming in and out through the nose. And now notice the quality and the quantity of your energy. How much energy do you feel like you have? What's the quality of your energy? Do we feel stressed out? Do we feel tight? Do we feel tense? Do we feel relaxed? It's often a combination of many complex factors. So get grounded, be present. Where are you? I'm here. In this body, in this miraculous, beautiful body, because everything about your body is a miracle. Take a deep breath and slowly open your eyes. Good, very simple, short meditation to get present. From presence, step number one, I'm here on the map. Now I can start to think, where do I want to go? Okay, I want to go to health, happiness, connection, fulfillment, abundance. I need some Qi. I need some energy. I need some fuel in the tank. I need to charge my batteries. Okay, now this is where this practice is so beautiful and it's so powerful because it's directly focused on your power. Okay, so we got a sense of where we are. We feel it in our bodies. Now what I want you to do is feel some energy. All right? How many people feel energy? Yes, lots of energy. Okay, I'm going to teach you activations. The first principle in Qigong, activate your energy because it's often like water and Qi can get dormant or stagnant. So we don't want stagnant energy. Flowing water doesn't get stagnant and the hinges of an active door don't get rusty. was a Qigong saying. The same is true with our bodies. We want to oil our joints. We want to move our energy. So I'm going to show you some pressure points. This one's going to wake up your body's energy. Take your fingernails and rub them back and forth like this. Good. Rub them back and forth vigorously. Now take a deep breath. Exhale with a long sigh. Yeah, good. Inhale again. We are stimulating the ends of meridian lines, energy pathways. These are acupuncture points right at the end of your fingernails. And you're stimulating them. It takes about 30 seconds to a minute. Do one more deep breath for me. Now, put your hands in your lap and just feel the energy in your hands. Give it some description. How does it feel? Tingling? Is it buzzing? Do you feel some electricity? Yeah. Great. So electricity is Qi, but it's a different kind of electricity than the wall socket. If you want more Qi, don't go put your finger in the wall socket. You will get some Qi, but it won't be good for you. You see, Qi is life force energy. It is aliveness, and nobody knows what it is. Because your heart started beating in utero, and the doctor said, well, how did that happen? I go, I don't know. Nobody knows. I talked to a doctor, and he said, you know, the heartbeat is so mysterious, it's like a match that learned how to light itself. We can't figure it out. It is Qi of the heart, we would call it in Chinese medicine. There's many different kinds of Qi. There's the Qi of your lungs. There's the Qi we get from food. There's the Qi you get from each other. And the Qi we get from each other is powerful because in life force energy, we take in energy from our communities, just the same way we take in energy of food, right? That's why the longest living people, one of the key factors is community, right? It's what they eat, it's how they move their bodies, but it's also the community. So people can have yummy Qi and they can have yucky Qi. There's really two mantras in the universe. It's yum and yuck. Simple. My 3-year-old taught me this. She either likes it, she doesn't like it. We're the same way. I like that energy. When you like something, you're metabolizing energy experiences from your heart. I like it. I don't like it. So when we get clear in the yin and yang of the heart, it'll be a really good guide to where the joy is, where the bliss is. If we follow the head, we're going to follow what's responsible, what we've learned from society. We call that acquired Qi. The Qi you get from everybody telling you what to do, how we were raised, schooling, but your Qi, your wisdom center is right here in your heart. So when we want to manifest, come in touch with this area. You see, there's 3 areas in the body that are called the 3 treasures. It's the belly, it's the chest, and it's the head. This is power, this is passion, and this is purpose. So 3 P's, power, purpose, and passion. Your belly, power, right here. It's your present moment, it's your energy. We call this the energy of the body. It was called Jing Qi. Jing means essence, where it all started. Where did you start from? Right here. Jing also means sexual energy. Sexual energy means creativity. So we want this energy to connect to this energy. We want this energy to connect to this energy. When these 3 are in alignment or coherent, we truly have power to manifest. Okay, so we activated a little energy. Now, what I want you to do is stand up. I know we're not necessarily moving the chairs, but scooch forward, move into the spaces. We're going to have a little movement practice of transforming Qi and awakening Qi. Now we got a feeling of what Qi feels like in our bodies. Electricity, energy, life force. Simply put, Qi means aliveness. It means aliveness. This doctor was a patient of mine once, and he came in and, I don't believe in Qi. I said, okay, you don't believe, that's fine. I don't believe in this stuff. I'm a Western doctor. I believe in evidence-based, objective reality. And I was like, okay, great. Are you alive? And he was like, well, yeah, obviously. I said, how did that come to be, and what do you want to call it? Because in ancient China, they call it Qi, but we don't have to call it Qi. We just call it aliveness, force. Life force is a good word. And every single cell in your body has electricity. You know, my friend who lives in Santa Cruz, Bruce Lipton, he's a cellular biologist. Yeah, Bruce Lipton's so cool. And I said, Bruce is like a big Qigong person. And he said, you know, how much electricity do we have in our bodies? And he said, about the same amount as a bolt of lightning. I was like, wow, that's a lot of electricity. You are a bolt of lightning. And he said, you see, every single cell in your body has about 0.2, he gave me the exact electricity in each of the cells, 0.2 megahertz or whatever it was. And if you added up that much electricity with 30 trillion cells, you get about a bolt of lightning. And I was like, man, that makes sense to me. So let's get this lightning in our bodies activated. We are powerful. You are more powerful than you even can imagine. Okay, so what we want to do first is clear the stress out of the system. We hold a lot of stress in our spine. So bend your knees a little bit and take a deep breath. This is called spinal cord breathing. Look up. And now round your back, tailbone tucks under. And take a nice deep breath, look up. And now feel the spine. You see, Qigong is a moving meditation. It is stretching, it's meditation, it's exercise, and it's flow. Synchronize the breath with the movement. Inhale, look up. And when you exhale, round the back, tuck your tailbone under. Oil the joints in your spine. You see, if we don't move our bodies, the Qi gets stagnant. So you want to move your body in many different ways. Good, and relax. And relax. I'm going to show you a Qigong exercise that you did yesterday. It was a beautiful practice with music, but you are an instrument. Your body is an instrument, and when your Qi is stressed out, it's like an instrument that's out of tune. So each and every day, check in with yourself and fine-tune your instrument so that you are harmonious. Because each of these internal organs, your brain, these centers, is like instruments, and we want the symphony of you to be in harmony. Your key indicators, when you feel stress, tight, or tension, it's like, oh, one of my instruments is out of tune. Let me go in there and refine it. And then you're going to feel from your heart, oh, I feel harmonious. Everybody knows what harmony in their bodies feels like. The mind is clear, the heart is spacious and open, and there's energy circulating in our bodies. Okay? All right, so let's clear the stress. The best way to clear stress, shaking. Okay, so just start with your fingertips. Shake like this. Now, what do you see athletes do before an event? You watch the Olympics? 2 billion people watching me. I got this event that I've been training for 4 years. It's going to last 10 seconds. I better clear some stress, right? But peak performance isn't just for athletes. It's for all of us, right? Whether you're parenting, going to work, writing a book, painting a picture, get your energy up before you go into your activities. Let go of the unnecessary. Now we're going to go like this. Bounce, right? Now, knock your heels into the floor a little bit, right? And if this one is a little bit too much, you could just do the wrists like this. And you can do Qigong anywhere, you guys. It doesn't take a lot of space. Do this in line at Starbucks. I mean, why not? You're standing in line. When that happens for me, when I start doing this, the person in front of me is like, no, sir, you go ahead. Go ahead. It's really efficient to do Qigong in public. You get what you want. So we're shaking. Take a nice deep breath. And now exhale with a long sigh. Let it go. Do it again. Inhale. One more time. Now slow it down, and just check in with yourself. Remember we said, where am I earlier? Now I want you to feel where you are. You've taken a few steps on the journey. Your energy is activated. We've only done 2 simple exercises. Do you feel buzzing and tingling? That is coherent energy moving through you. Okay? Let's do more. Let's activate some more energy. Tap on your chest here. The ha sound is for the heart. Ah. So when we feel emotional stress, right? We can get emotional stress anytime. Somebody starts talking to us and we start to feel stressed out. Another good time to do it, right in the middle of an argument, is like, I'm not taking on your negative energy, honey. No, best to do it together. Now, let's slap down our meridians. Down the inside of the arm, up the outside of the arm. Right there to your neck and shoulders. Do that again. Slap. Get the chi to flow. Wake it up. Back to the chest. And the other side. Slap. Down the inside of the arm. Up the outside. Neck and shoulders. One more time. Wake up. Energy. We got important work to do. Okay, hands down to the side. We should really feel these meridians activated. Your instrument, like the strings of the guitar, are vibrating in harmony with your purpose. Take a slow, deep breath. Good. All right, we feeling some energy? Yeah? We're powered up. Now, let's set some intention. So E, mind, how we focus. I, how we imagine in our own minds, our imagination, and our desire. So this movement is called the archer. The archer is usually done like this. It was designed by a Qi Gong Master who was a general, a very famous general. It's called the 8 Pieces of the Brocade. And his warriors were so stressed out, he's like, I need to teach them Qigong. And so this warrior pose and position was about setting intention, like an archer, setting intention where the arrow needs to go. Now, you need enough pull behind the arrow, that's energy, and you need to focus on where the arrow should go. You also need detachment, you need to let go of the arrow. So it's a great practice, an embodied practice for what we do for manifestation. Okay, so let's think about our intention, our dreams, and let's put it to some movement. And what I want you to do is up in space, in the invisible space, that's Qi. I want you to pick a target. And just hold one hand there, like that. Okay, so then, that's your target. Now, that same hand's gonna come to your heart center, and the wrists cross. You see that? And then you inhale and pull the bow. Exhale, and we're just gonna go like this. Pull the bow. Now, when the hands come towards each other, bend your knees. Bend your knees, and then straighten the legs. Let's pump the legs. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Now pull the bow. Inhale. Exhale. Both hands go out. I want you to connect to that energy. Connect to it. And then both palms up. And let the universe bring you that desired intention. And just let it flow through your body. And settle it into a chi ball into your belly. Let that energy become part of you. Connect to the energy and then integrate that energy. All right, the other side. Okay, this hand's gonna come towards your heart center. Heart's desire, wrist cross. Pull the bow. Good. Heart's desire, wrist cross. Good, and breathe into it. Inhale as you come in, gather energy. Exhale, connect to your desire. Embody it, have it in your mind. Let it move through your body. Okay, now pull the bow, and then both hands go out. Feel like you connect to that energy, that vibration. Both palms face up, bring it in, right above your head, and then it wash through you. Integrate. Let that new energy become part of you. Hold it right here at your hands. All right, one more time to each side. Pull the bow. Good. And we're gonna inhale here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, wrist cross. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Now exhale. Let go without attachment. Both hands go out. Connect to that desired intention, that target. And now pull it back, integrate. It's part of you. It's right here, right now. That vibration, that frequency washes through you and bring it into your lower dantian. That's what this area is called. Dantian means elixir field, a field of energy that creates what we want. Dantian. Other side, pull the bow. Inhale. Good. So pull the bow, connect to that desire. Connect to the target. We also don't let any distractions come in our mind. We're focused on what we want. The archer isn't pulled off their desired outcome. They're focused. Mind, body, breath, energy working as one. Pull the bow, release the arrow. Both hands go out. Take that energy, bring it back, integrate. Feel it, part of you. Become it. Hold the chi ball at your lower abdomen. Good. Now, float. Float one hand. You guys go ahead and do your left hand. We'll do it. I'll do your mirror image and bring it into your center like this. This is called centering. Okay, so inhale, gather energy, exhale. There is power in moving slowly. When you slow down your body, you slow down your mind. So the key to Qigong practice, move slowly with relaxation. It's unlike any other form of exercise. You move slowly with relaxation. Relaxation is the principle of receptivity. You pull energy in when you relax. And I want you to just feel like everything in your body opens up so that you can receive the energy that you want. Tension repels, relaxation receives. So train yourself to move with relaxation. You move slowly so that we're not resisting the present moment. Slow down the body and you slow down your mind. Slower, go slower. Now close your eyes, go slower. Feel that you're gathering energy because there's energy all around you. Inhale, exhale the hand down the center. Good, inhale. To gather power, energy, it is counter to what everybody else does. Move and respond to life with relaxation, and you'll enter into a flow where everything's more cohesive and connected. Inhale. Exhale. A nice deep breath. And now put all that energy right here at your belly, right here in your lower abdomen. Take some slow, deep breath. Just feel centered, connected, and integrated. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose. You are centered, you are powerful, you are connected. This is a state where we can manifest with what is called in Qigong practice, effortless power. Effortless power. Very good. Go ahead and sit down. Go ahead and sit down, yeah? Wow, you guys get it. You can tell. Sometimes I do these kinds of talks. I've done them in lots of talks in Silicon Valley at corporations. And I'll say, just relax and move slowly. And everybody's like this. And I'm like, guys, go ahead and relax. Relax your neck and shoulders. And they're like, I am relaxed. This is the most relaxed I've been. So you can see that people, this is a very skillful group at working with energy practices. And you could drop in right away. So congratulations, you guys did really, really well. Yeah. So just a quick story. When I first started doing Qigong, people were like, you can never make money doing that. I was at UC Berkeley. All my friends got jobs in Silicon Valleys in the 90s. Stock market was going up. Everybody was like, wow. And I was like, I'm going to Asia. I'm going to go to Asia. I was a ghostwriter for a Qigong master. And everybody was like, you are weird. right? So then I came home and I was like, I really want to make Qigong DVDs. And I had no money. I'd just come back from a trip. And so I did a corporate class. I did a Qigong 12-week class at a company. And they said, we'll pay you $10 for everybody who shows up. And I was like, okay, well, it's going to be 10 weeks. And I want all the money up front because I'm going to try to raise money to make DVDs. And they said, okay. So I show up. There was 300 people. 300 people. I needed exactly $30,000 to make my DVDs. And they gave me a check for $30,000 right there. And so I was like, wow, you guys, this stuff works. This stuff works. You know, my first introduction into manifesting was my dad. He got some books in the 80s about manifesting, and it was, he was a judge, and my mom was teaching aerobics. So a judge, Supreme Court judge, and aerobics instructor. The weirdest thing, if you bring that yin and yang together, you get Qigong. It's, who knew? So we started doing this, and I felt energy when we were doing visualizations at like 11, 12 years old. And I was like, what is this feeling? I was just closing my eyes and taking some deep breaths, and all of a sudden I felt all this energy. So that was just a catalyst for me to go, I want to explore this even more. So it led me to Asia. I wrote 12 books for a Qi Gong Master there. I came back. I made some DVDs. One of my clients, I had all these DVDs. I had a garage full of DVDs. And somebody was like, you should have thought about your marketing plan first. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Well, I just was so inspired. So I had this client who came in and she said, I got back pain, I hurt. I said, I know what to do with back pain. This is what worked for me. I did some acupuncture on her. I showed her Qigong exercises. Later that day, she said, oh my God, my back feels great. What did you do? I haven't felt this good. Show me those DVDs again. And she was a distributor for PBS. So she said, let's try a show in San Diego. And so we tried one show in San Diego. They said yes. I show up in San Diego. They said, Qigong? This is weird. Well, the producer said, you know, just so you know, movement shows and weird stuff doesn't really work on PBS. But you are on after Wayne Dyer, and after you is Yanni. So I had like sandwich between Wayne Dyer and Yanni. She's like, I'm sorry, that's the worst place to be. So I was like, I better just after. So I was in the back room, like shaking and like doing my thing. And then I got on and I had great rapport with the interviewer, and I was talking about the benefits, preventing disease, prolonging life. Is it good for your shoulder joint? Yeah, it's great for a shoulder joint. We oil the joints. And we just had this great conversation, and it outpledged everybody in the evening. So I was like, wow. So then Qigong went on to the satellite, PBS satellite. Immediately all the biggest stations in the country started airing it. So 50 million households were doing Qigong. And here's the funny part. 2006, I didn't have a website. If you Googled Lee Holden Qigong, you got my home phone number. So people started calling, 40, 50 people calling every day. And it was like, I knew this was amazing and my manifestation had worked because I was getting calls from Texas, Alabama. I'm sure they had never heard of Qigong in the 90s there. In the early 2000s. So I got, hello, I saw your Qigong show on TV. I was like, yes. And I had to talk to everybody in the family. Grandma had this problem. Can Qigong help with this? Can Qigong help with that? So I spent the whole day talking on the phone. I was like, the power of what is possible for somebody teaching something very unusual to bring it out. Mind, eye, heart, intention, and Qi. Keep working with your intention and your energy, and you will do things that you didn't even know were possible. You guys, thanks so much. It was such a pleasure to be up here with you guys.